guys, thanks for coming back to Alaska Life 907. Today I just got my order in from CPAPsupplies.com, and I'm pretty excited about it because I got some things that I really needed and I wanted to have extra of. And this shouldn't be a really long video, but I just wanted to show you what I got. So anyways, I was super excited to get this order from CPAPsupplies.com. It only took them about 2, maybe 3 weeks to get here. I live in Alaska, so things take a little bit longer, but I was starting to get concerned. Anyways, I have this end cap here. This end cap is really important in case you have a power outage. And this goes on the ResMed AirSense 10, and it just slides on the end. And you have to have this to run the machine without a humidifier. So even if my humidifier decides to break and I can't use it anymore, this is a great thing to have for a backup. If you should decide to go on camping trips with your CPAP, you would also like to have this little piece right here. It comes in super handy, especially if you're running on battery backup. That way you're not going to kill your battery real quick by running the humidifier instead. Now another thing that they sent me is 2 of these slimline tubings, and this is what came with my ResMed, and I really love this tubing compared to the other tubing that traditionally comes with most CPAPs, which is a real stretchy, flexible, crinkly type tubing. And the reason I like this stuff the most is because it's a hard tubing. And I have dogs, kids, and cats especially. The cats love to play with the tubing at night, and this is one of the tools they kind of use to keep me awake, because they'll just come by and they'll just start bumping it and just drive me absolutely insane. Usually about an hour before I have to get out of bed, so they're definitely better than an alarm clock. The other thing I got for just in case scenarios is a brand new humidifier chamber, just in case my other one breaks. These things don't last long, and they like to leak around the seams at times. So, and especially if you drop them. I mean, if you drop it, it's like a one-shot deal. So if I were to have dropped my previous one and broke it, I wouldn't be able to use the machine because I didn't have this end cap at that time. So now I'm covered in both aspects. Let's see here. The other cool thing I got is I have no idea if this is going to fit me or not, because I was just kind of ordering in the dark, and it doesn't even tell me what size it is here on the box. It says small, medium, large. Maybe it's all 3 sizes. But it's called a Siesta nasal mask 3B, made by BMC. And I wanted to get this just to try out a different type of nasal mask. Right now all I have is the little nasal cushions that just push up underneath the nose here. And this comes really well packaged. It has a plastic seal here. That's kind of hard to... Okay, I gotta cut this. There we go. Got a plastic seal, so you know it's closed. We're gonna get this thing open and see what comes inside here. Let's see, I got one nasal cushion. I can get the package open. There we go. I'm not sure what size this is. Oh, this is the small. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be... I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but maybe it's got all 3 sizes in here now. That's awesome. So here's my other one. You out. Oh, these things are really stuck in here. That silicone sticks right through the plastic, which is kind of a good thing. Oh, very nice. So they also have this, you push on it here, how it gives a little bit. That's kind of nice. And this one here is the large. That one might work the best. We're going to have to try these out tonight and see how they do. Now, wow, you pull this out and it comes in a really nice plastic case. I mean, I feel like I got my money's worth here. So I got 3 nasal cushions in this package. Now the box is empty. Now I just need to figure out how to take this. Oh, there we go. These little clips here just pop off. And everything kind of comes out. Woo. Hope I didn't break it. Sweet. Okay, now I did a review on the other Siesta mask. It was a full face mask, and I wasn't really happy with it because it was just so much silicone. And these have, this is all silicone here. I mean, wow, that's a lot of silicone. But the problem I had with the full face mask is that it was a little bit too much silicone, and it was just kind of, you know, after a while of sleeping, it would just kind of hover around the face, and you know, if I tossed and turned, it would just kind of slip and slide, and it wasn't very comfortable. But let's see what this one, this is the medium size here, and that feels pretty good. I'm kind of excited. I want to go to bed and give these a try, see how they work out, because the full face masks, after a while, you just get tired of them. And if you can sleep at night without using a full face, you're going to get much better sleep. Every time I've ever slept with a nasal mask and got through the night using a nasal mask, I woke up feeling like $1 million the next day. So if you're using a full face mask and you think you can't, just give it a try. Because I thought I could never use a nasal mask. I tried and tried and tried for months. And I was fighting the machine, I was fighting the pressure. Everything about it was just a pain in my butt. So I just took all my nasal masks and I threw them in a bag, and they went up in top of the closet for a while. And then after a while, I started getting used to the pressure of my CPAP. And I was like, you know what? I'm breathing really good through my nose, and allergy season wasn't around. So I was like, yeah, let's definitely give this a try and see how it works out for me. So I started using the ResMed under the nose air pillows, and the first night was a little hard. I had some mouth leakage and stuff like that. I tried taping, I tried a chin strap. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. And so after a period of time, I just practiced. And so 2 or 3 nights of trial and error, and I switched back to my full face mask. I eventually had a really good first full night's sleep with a nasal pillow, and I kind of liked it. And then 3 or 4 nights later, I had an instance where the little strap that goes from the pillow up around the top of my head, I was just rolling around, and that strap came shooting off the top of my head, and then the nasal pillow was just going, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. So I was looking for something with a little bit better seal around the nose, because the nasal pillows, for some people like me, if you have them too tight, they actually create sores right here on the bottom portion of your nose, and sometimes, you know, around the outer edges of your nostrils. And I didn't care too much for that. I didn't want to put on other things like Vaseline or this other type of gel people are recommending online, and I'm just, that's just sounds disgusting, and it's something extra I'll have to clean off in the morning. And there's other things I'd rather do in the morning. But anyhow, let's get back into the headgear here. Take this little rubber band off, and we'll see how everything looks here. Now that is the, so it's got this little air diffuser right here, and I'm hoping that it doesn't blow the same direction as their full face mask. And the full face mask has a diffuser right here. It's like just about on the nose, and it's like blowing straight up into my eyeballs, and that's a deal breaker there. So it comes with this little tiny hose. That's kind of interesting. And then this other end of the hose. So one end of the hose is smaller. So this is the smaller end, and this is the bigger end. This is the end that's going to connect to my slimline tubing. And it looks like you're going to have this hose, because there's no other way to use this mask, because this here is an incredibly small fitting. And this is also where your air vents are, so that's rather important. So once you got that all together, now we're going to put the medium-sized mask on, and it just clicks right into place, just like their other mask, and it looks like it comes off just as easy. There's a couple of these little tabs here, little tabs that are going to hold this in place as you put this on, and it's not hard. I think even a person that's elderly could probably get this done without a problem, and it just just clicks like that into place. That's not bad. And the clips, they're these little plastic clips similar to the full face style Siesta mask. And they just come off like this. And we're going to try to get this thing fitted. This might be an embarrassing process, but we're going to give it a go. I've never tried one of these before. So okay, that's not too bad there. And this feels weird because I'm used to trying to put on a full face mask. And I feel like an elephant right at the moment. So just bear with me here. And I'll try to get this done. This isn't too bad. Okay, I got that done there. Let's see what I have for over the head adjustments. Okay, normally I do the top when I'm doing a full face mask first. So let's try it that way with this. And then here's the other two. See if I can get this one undone. This Velcro is incredibly strong. All right. Wow. Yeah, I said it's strong. Stronger than me, apparently. Okay, you got those two off. Now I'm just going to give a slight tug. Okay, that feels kind of loose still. I'm not sure how I like this. All right, try that again. So this is kind of how it looks. The one thing I do appreciate about it is I can actually see. When I put a full face mask on, I don't care what type of full face mask it is, I look absolutely ridiculous. All right, this is kind of fun. But anyways, whenever I wear a full face mask, it pushes my cheeks up, and my cheeks kind of get puffy, and I can't really look around too well without a whole lot of work. But anyways, let's see here. Okay, this isn't too bad. These are kind of close to the eyeballs here, but I think I'm gonna try this medium size out first tonight, see how that works. I'm probably gonna have to readjust this 100 times because now, like the pillows that go under your nose, they work better if you actually loosen it up a little bit. So now trying to get out of this, let's see how easy it is to get out of it. That's not bad. Okay, so you just grab it and you push forward a little bit, and then you can just pull it right off. Now I'm really not disappointed. This wasn't a very expensive mask in the first place, so this is definitely a great one to try out, especially if you want to get into nasal masks. I mean, this was I can't remember, it was like $65 for the whole thing. And yeah, that's not a bad deal. So you might want to give this one a shot. It's called the Siesta Nasal Mask by 3B, BMC Medical. And I don't know, I'm going to recommend this one. I'm going to give it a couple tries tonight and see how it works. I might have a different opinion tomorrow. And if I do, I'll just add that to the end of the video. But if I like it, I'll just let you know what I think. Alright, so here's my nightstand setup. Probably going to have a horrible shadow here. This is my RedsMed AirSense 10. And this is the little end cap cover. We're going to test this out, make sure it works. Because I've never used this yet. And it just slides on the end right there. It's got a nice clean fit. And we're also going to try out the nasal mask, see how that works out. So far so good. Except for trying to get this on. What in the world? Okay, we're going to give this another try. That first try wasn't very good. I was getting a lot of leaks around the top here. So, and I also went and blew my nose because it's not a good idea to put a nasal mask on and not have your sinuses cleared correctly, because I was fighting it there for a little bit. So we're going to get this on here. and see if I can get it adjusted right. And hopefully I don't have the same problem I did with the full face version, which was having those leaks come around the top side. And that might be something that's just part of the issue with these type of masks here. But we'll see here. Okay, I gotta be honest, that's way more comfortable than wearing a full face mask. I think this is going to be a far more enjoyable product in comparison. So hopefully this is going to work out for me. So we're going to give it another shot tonight and see how it works. And I'll let you know tomorrow when I wake up on what I thought of this. So far it's looking pretty good. Like, I'm starting to think that I'm going to recommend this mask. I didn't care too much for the Siesta full face version, but everybody's face is a little bit different, and we'll just have to see. Well, I got you here. I might as well show you how this comes off. So this little piece has got a button right here on the top of this little side plate. It just pops right off right there. So this is the button I was talking about. Just push down very gently, and this slides right off. And we're only going to use it for backup, so we're going to put the humidifier right back in here. Okay, guys, here's my thoughts and opinion of this 3B nasal mask, and it wasn't exactly what I expected last night. So we're gonna take this thing off. It's not bad, and it's not great. I think my biggest problem is I'm not used to sleeping with any type of nasal mask whatsoever. So it's kind of hard for me to build an honest opinion about this. But the first thing that I noticed when trying to fall asleep, and I was practicing hard. I practiced for like an hour and a half with this mask. And eventually I fell asleep for about 3 hours. And then it was like I felt like I was suffocating. And even before I fell asleep, it felt like I was struggling to get enough air in my nose, and it was weird. So when I pull the mask off, I mean, I'm getting full airflow. I can feel my throat's opening up, but I still felt like I was struggling to breathe. And with all this silicone, you get a great seal. I mean, it's an amazing seal. I haven't had a mask in a long time that has just made a perfect seal. It really did. It made a perfect seal. But again, like the other mask, there's so much silicone here that when it pushes in and you got it tightened down on your face, your nose is almost, it feels like your nose is trying to touch this inner portion here, and like you're lacking room. So I'm not sure if they would change the angle of this tubing possibly and put it down here a little bit lower. I think that direct airflow up into the sinuses might be a little bit better, because right now the airflow is going directly straight across into the tip of my nose right here. So if they were to change that a little bit, I think it might help improve the sensation of not quite getting enough air. But I was definitely getting enough air, and it's just kind of hard to explain exactly what I was experiencing. So initially I had the mask strapped on my head way too tight, and I figured that out pretty quickly. So I gradually started loosening the mask to a point where I would start getting some small leaks, especially if I turned my head and laid on the side. But overall, it's for the price, it's a good mask for the price. I can't complain. It's super simple, it's inexpensive, and if you're looking for another option, this might be it right here. Because even with the extra headgear, which I like because it helps keep the mask on my head, because I like to roll over in the night, and the ResMed nasal pillow would it literally just sits under the nose, and it has one single strap that comes over. So when I toss and turn in the night, sometimes that, like I mentioned before, that strap will just come dislodged, and everything will just whoo, and create an interesting time and scare the crap out of my cat. But all right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Always comment down below your comments and opinions. We love to hear from you, and we will see you in the next one.